Hello, Keystone students and families, and thank you for joining us for Goodnight with Kip. We will be continuing our journey with our foster dog, Truman, with Chapter 2, Hello, Truman. Before Josh left, she gave us a big bag of Truman's toys. She gave us a crate, too. We put the crate in my parents' bedroom. Truman would sleep there. Ollie already slept with me in my room every night. After dinner, I worked on a puzzle with my parents. I like puzzles. They are fun to put together. Ollie curled up in my lap. Truman sat by the door. He seems sad, I said. Maybe he wants to go home. This is his home now, Dad said. It will take time for him to feel safe with us. He doesn't know us yet. I dug into Truman's bag of toys and found a stuffed lamb. I tossed it. It landed at his feet with a plop. Truman sniffed at the toy a little bit, but didn't move. I got a tennis ball. I waved it in front of his face and rolled it past him. Get the ball, Truman, I said. Truman watched the ball, but didn't move. Ollie did, though. He shot after the ball like a rocket. Yip, yip, yip. Truman's ears went up. He wagged his tail and barked, woof, woof. Ollie ran past him, and Truman followed right behind. And just like that, the two dogs became friends. The next day, Ollie and Truman played tag. Ollie chased Truman from the living room to the kitchen, up the hall, and into my room. Truman chased Ollie out of my room, down the hall, and into the kitchen, and into the living room. Back and forth the dogs ran. They barked nonstop. Dad got a little upset. He was trying to talk on the phone for work. Come on, you two, he said. Let's play quietly in my room. Ollie, Truman, and I went to my room and sat on the floor. I pulled a bright yellow rubber ducky from Truman's bag of toys. Truman wiggled and whined. Want your ducky? I asked him. Truman wagged his tail and licked my hand. I gave him the toy. He squeaked a couple times. Playing tag had made the dogs tired. I lifted Ollie onto my bed. He curled up. Truman wanted to get on the bed too, but I said no. Josh had told us to keep Truman off the furniture. His forever family might have a no furniture rule. I got Truman's dog bed from his crate and put it on the floor. You can take a nap over here, Truman, I said. Truman sniffed his bed, snorted from end to end. When he had sniffed every inch, he stepped onto the bed. He turned in a circle 3 times, plopped down, curled up tight. With a sigh, he fell asleep. Good dog, I said. Ollie watched me tiptoe to the door. I put my finger to my lips. Shh, I whispered. He stood and pawed at the air. He wanted to be picked up. I walked back to my bed, got him, and closed the door behind us. When Truman napped, I sat at the kitchen table with my sketchbook. It already had lots of Ollie drawings in it. Ollie in his alligator costume, Ollie chasing a ball, Ollie lying on his back with a big, full belly. Now I started drawing Truman. I wanted a way to remember him after he found a forever home. I drew 3 pictures, one of him sitting, one of him with his rubber ducky, and one of him sleeping on his bed. Yip, 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 Ollie barked and ran to the back door. Mom's home, I said. Mom walked into the kitchen with her book bag. Hello, Ollie, she said. Hi, Katina. How is Truman doing? Great, I said. He and Ollie played tag all morning. Truman took a nap. He's in my room. Perfect. Let's take them for a good long walk, Mom said. I ran to Truman, but when I opened my bedroom door, oh no, it looked like a blizzard had blown through my room. Ripped paper covered everything like snowflakes. My trash can was tipped over. My desk chair was too. Truman was sitting in the middle of it all, his dog bed shredded to bits. Truman, I shouted. Ollie came running and stopped in the doorway. Yip, yip, yip. I don't always have the neatest bedroom. Mom usually has to tell me to clean up, but this was a disaster. Ollie looked at the mess Truman had made. Then he sneezed. Truman dipped his head. He tucked back his ears. He looked very sorry. Oh dear, Mom said when she saw my room. Truman found trouble, didn't he? Yes, he did, I said. Ollie sneezed again and backed into the hallway. I went over to Truman. I held his head in my hands. Did you think we forgot about you in here, huh? I asked. I'm so sorry. You're okay, Truman. Don't worry. Katina, I'll take the dogs for a walk, Mom said. You just start cleaning your room. You're still working on it when we get back, I'll help you finish. I nodded. Thanks, Mom. Ollie, time for a walk. You too, Truman, Mom called, heading back to the kitchen. Ollie followed Mom, and Truman followed Ollie. Mom and Dad had said that it would take time to learn how to foster pets. I sure learned a good lesson that day. Never leave a foster dog alone in your room. And thank you so much, Keystone students and families, for joining us for Good Night with Kip. And join us next time for Chapter 3 when we find out more about Ollie and Truman's adventures.